Well, folks, if you were watching the crypto markets closely on May 25th, 2025, you probably saw it. XRP, a coin many have their eyes on, took a surprising tumble. The price dipped noticeably, causing a stir among investors and traders alike. XRP's price fell to $2.27 during that session, closing the day down 3.04%. Over a full 24-hour period, XRP declined from $2.36.1 to $2.30.3. This sudden price action sparked conversations across forums, social media, and trading desks. Was this a temporary setback or a sign of something more significant? These are the questions that pop up when a popular asset like XRP experiences such a sharp decline. The shockwaves from this price movement were felt widely, reminding everyone that the crypto space remains a dynamic and often volatile arena. So let's try to unpack what led to this particular episode for XRP. So what was the main culprit behind XRP's slide below that $2.30 mark on May 25th? Reports indicate it was largely down to heavy selling pressure. The broader market was already feeling a bit shaky, a bit uncertain. Adding to this was news from the United States government about potential 50% tariffs on imports from the European Union. Big macroeconomic news like this can create ripples across all financial markets, including crypto. The selling pressure on XRP was significant enough to drive it below key psychological levels, triggering further automated sells and stop-loss orders. This situation highlights how interconnected global events and market sentiment are. Understanding these external factors is crucial because they often provide the backdrop against which specific asset movements, like XRP's recent dip, play out. When we look at the trading action for XRP on May 25th, the charts tell a fascinating story of support and resistance. During the midnight trading hours, a strong volume-based support zone was established right around $2.29.7. However, the selling pressure wasn't done yet. There was a secondary sell-off around 8 in the morning, touching the period low of $2.28. This dip also came with the highest volume spike of the entire period, 39.9 million. Following this second dip, there was an attempt at a recovery, peaking at $2.30.7. This created a clear resistance zone at $2.30.7. Finally, as the trading day drew to a close, profit-taking pressure started to build, causing the price to retrace slightly, settling around $2.30. It's like the market was trying to find a comfortable resting place after a day of significant ups and downs. Beyond the dip, institutional confidence in XRP's future. Despite this price dip and the volatility, institutional interest in XRP remains strong. Big money players often have a longer-term view and are not always swayed by short-term price swings. One clear indicator of this continued institutional interest is the recent launch of an XRP Futures Exchange Traded Fund, or ETF, by Volatility Shares. An ETF makes it easier for traditional investors and institutions to get exposure to an asset like XRP without having to buy and hold the actual coins themselves. Furthermore, we're seeing a surge in inflows into leveraged ETFs related to XRP. Increased inflows suggest that some Wall Street players are actively accumulating positions, perhaps seeing the market weakness as an opportunity to buy in at more favorable levels. Their continued engagement suggests a belief in XRP's longer-term prospects. Looking ahead, technical signs in your next move. So, where does XRP go from here? Technical analysts have identified some critical support levels to watch. They are currently pointing to the $2.25 to $2.26 range as a key area. If XRP can hold above this zone, it might find a base to build its next move upwards. However, if it breaks below this, things could get a bit more concerning for the bulls in the short term. Market watchers warn that if XRP fails to maintain support at this level, it could trigger deeper corrections. The best thing you can do is stay informed. Keep learning, keep watching, and make decisions based on your own research and risk tolerance. And of course, to stay updated with all the latest cryptocurrency news, analysis, and insights, make sure you subscribe to our channel, give this video a like if you found it helpful, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on XRP's future.